Well, another thing that affects you is that we're only supposed to eat one meal a day. It takes 24 hours 24-hour cycle for you to actually digest this food. So there's what's called the circadian rhythm. So I need to explain this. So at 4 in the morning, your liver releases glucose for you to have enough energy until 12 p.m. So all of that glucose you have until 12 p.m. You're really supposed to eat between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. That's when you ingest this meal or whatever you're gonna eat throughout the day. And then between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m., your body's absorbing what you gave it to be able to release the glucose again. So it's a 24-hour cycle divided by 3, right? So what we do in the morning, we already have all of this glucose, but here you go slapping it with pancakes, putting, sausage and egg sandwich and all of this stuff. So now you already started the day off, and that's your one meal of the day. But no, 12 o'clock, lunch. So now your body's trying to digest this stuff and trying to do something with it, and now here comes the next meal. So it's telling you, I don't want that. I haven't finished with my one meal. And so then at 3 o'clock a snack, then at 6 or 7 o'clock dinner. So you have these 4 foods that are actually making you age faster. The less you eat, the less you age. And people don't understand that. I just discovered this, and I said, wow, one meal a day. So, and it makes sense to me.
But how do you keep your energy up eating one meal a day?
So you already have energy, your liver released from 4 in the morning to 12, right? So what I do, the first thing I do at 12 is I ingest fruits, right? That's not my main meal of the day though, because it's watery, it's more like laid back. Right? So that gives me energy maybe to 3 o'clock, and then I say, okay, this is my dinner. That's my main meal. I also ingest a lot of sea moss. So these are all about sea moss, right?
Tell the people about sea moss.
Sea moss will keep you up. I did 22 days on just sea moss and fruits, and I felt stupendous, no inflammation. I felt like I could live on this forever, because your body only really wants minerals and vitamins, right? This thing has 92 minerals. If you add bladderwrack and burdock root, you have your 102 minerals. You need nothing else. You could live off of this. You have 92 minerals in it, and if you add moringa to it, there's your 102 minerals. So you can actually live off of sea moss. So I do this at least once or twice a day. Sometimes I just have my thing like this here in my glass, and I eat that, and I'm like, I forget about eating, because so much minerals are in my body that I feel like I don't need anything. So there's something called shilajit, right? That comes from a rock, maybe in India and places like that. And that also has a whole bunch of minerals, right? The water that I intake, I add a sprinkle of sea salt, or maybe Celtic sea salt or Himalayan salt, and that is what actually pushes the water into the blood. So the more minerals you have within you, the less hungry you are, the more energy you have, and the less you age. Like I said, look at this face. I'm going to be 50 years young. You know what I'm saying? And so the less you intake, the less toxic you are. And the less toxic you are, the more energy and the more you can actually prosper, the more you can actually manifest, the more you can magnetize. Let's not even talk about the pineal gland. The pineal gland is our antenna to everything. And they keep us in the dark with it, because even our water has fluoride in it. And that's one way to keep, toothpaste calcifies it. It calcifies your pineal gland. The toxic foods you eat calcify your pineal gland. And there's no way you can actually be the best version of yourself without that aspect, without that having the pineal gland in full motion.
So let's talk about, people who have sort of your everyday kind of ailments, and, what would be your sort of recommendation. So if people are having issues with high blood pressure,
that can easily, first of all, you have to detox quarterly. Every 3 months. There's people that go throughout their whole life and don't detox. Once you clean lymphatic system, disease can't stay there. Once you reduce sugars, because high blood pressure comes from, overconsumption of sugars. Once you control sugars, nothing can stay there. If you have cancer, it can't stay there without sugars and all of these toxic things that you feed it. It feeds itself off of fats and all of these nasty stuff because they're parasites. So I'm all about prevention. I love prevention. I don't need to have cancer in order to take cancerous stuff. I take chaga all the time, which is a high antioxidant, and I eat blueberries. I eat everything that can actually prevent cancer. Soursop leaves, I eat soursop. I take the seeds, I grind them, and I put that in my tea. So I do a lot of preventative stuff. And what I always tell people is you don't have to have disease come to your door. You set traps for it and you kill it before it gets to you. So don't wait for something to happen, which is what most people do. They always wait, oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through back pain, I'm going through all, different types of disease. No, you have to have preventatives. You have to, do something about it before it actually reaches you. So that's pretty much what the high blood pressure, that's easy though. So what if you need to detox?
What about people who have like insomnia, trouble sleeping?
Sometimes that's a mental situation.
Okay.
But to me, most diseases are mineral deficient. The moment you put magnesium in your blood, it's gonna push, your fluids in, and magnesium is one of the things that serve for 400 functions of the nervous system. So insomnia is a problem with your nervous system, right? So the more magnesium you intake, which there's different types, except oxide. Magnesium oxide is a setup for us. That it sucks. It serves no purpose. But the more you intake minerals, the more your body reacts in a good way.